guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today, I want to talk about something very lighthearted. For many of you who do see ghosts, which I did when I was kids, my biggest question is, can ghosts see me naked? I don't know if you have that question, but I used to go to the shower. And I used to live in a haunted house, right? So I go to the bathroom, I would see a ghost. I go to shower, I would see a ghost. And you know how human thought is. If there's a people watching, I'm really uncomfortable going to the washroom. So I usually have to hold my pee or hold my thing. I have issue with washroom, for your information, because I always think not only there's a ghost there, second of all, they will have to see me. So this particular question, this particular episode, I'm going to answer this very lighthearted question for many of you who wonder, oh my God, I see a ghost. What am I going to do? Should I go to the washroom or should I have a shower or what am I supposed to do? It took me years of observation to figure this one out. So bear with me. The vision wise, for us to be able to, I know. I mean, everybody is curious, right? If you're not curious, this episode is not for you. But if you were like me, wondering if the ghost can see you naked, this episode is for you. So anyway, it did take me years. Okay, joke aside. It did take me years to figure out if they can see or not see. It based on, since every time I see a ghost, I can roughly figure out what their dress is. I would assume they could see what I dress to, like whether I have the clothes on or I'm naked, right? But it took me years of observation and study and test it out myself. Luckily, I can test it out myself. I want to answer you this very soul-lit question. The answer is no. Trust me, because I take nearly 20 years to test this one out. No, they cannot see you naked. And I will explain why. When you seeing a ghost, many psychic of you, when you see ghosts or you seeing people's past life, you seems to be able to see clothing, or sometimes you can even see the naked thing and you don't understand why you could see that. It's very much because only the frequency is very similar, that you are able to see the projection. The cloth itself doesn't have a vibe. Therefore, it's very unlikely you using your spiritual eyes to see it. When you're able to see certain people roughly wearing certain things, even when you see the ghost per se, you can, I would say ghost is pretty much the only existence, or like the fairy or something. You can roughly feel this is roughly what they wear and dress. That's because the frequency is very similar. Once the ghosts become a spirit, most of you will experience the feeling, seeing a light, like their outlook, or you can even see their arm, their leg, but you cannot see what it is that they're wearing. You couldn't figure quite out. And you don't understand why you couldn't figure that out, right? So that is two things that you will most likely see. Seeing ghosts or seeing things that frequency is very similar to you. A lot of time when you are accessing people's database, you seem to be able to outline what it is that they're wearing. That's because you simply looking through someone's database, and that's how it's recorded. So it's not really what you see. It's basically like you go into library. You simply see what was presenting to your eyes. But the only situation I notice is different is many of you who do the distance healing, distance therapy, you must experience this. When you travel away, spiritually travel away to see a client or healing a client, you will realize you will have the image of your client. You will have their existence. You even able to check their organ. You even able to check everything else, but you got no clue what it is that they're wearing. You got no idea what it is they're wearing. You honestly, you can check their organ. You can check their everything. You can check their intestine. You can check their energy. You can check their chakra. But you got no clue what they look like when they're naked. Like, you can't. So, I did ask the ghost before. They said they really cannot see, but then I don't trust them since I doubt everything. I question everything, so I have to test it myself. So throughout the years experience, I noticed if it's with my human eyes, I could see certain things. And throughout the years, I also noticed that all the resources would come from different frequencies, therefore I cannot see. But when I'm in spiritual form, that is, I'm no longer in this body, my form is somewhere else. When I want to see someone, I no longer can see whether they're naked or not. I just have to assume clothes is not needed. But even clothes is not needed, I really cannot see. Like if they have a bigger boob or a bigger butt or anything, I can. I can. So I'm saying when you are in a spiritual form, your vibration would tend to match theirs. Therefore, you will feel more of a being instead of their physical form that you assume you would see. So if many of you who claim like I do see them naked, that's based on couple circumstances. Once, you're probably seeing a ghost because their vibration is closer to us, but unlikely. Then, it's through your imagination. Like, you imagine what their body should look like. So, it's through your imagination. Third, it's most likely you are accessing their past life memory. So, yeah, I did ask, for your information, I did ask, could you see me naked? You will realize every time you see any ghost in the washroom, they never, well, for many of you who do see ghosts in the bathroom, for your information, they never look at you like, ooh, ooh, what are you doing? Maybe you want to take a dump? They're like, oh, are you taking a dump? No. They can probably figure out your posture and figure out what you're doing, but they cannot see it. So even though as a human, it seems like you can see them roughly wearing this, weird enough, because they are spirits, they are in that form of spirits, they cannot really see your clothing, like you are wearing something or not. So it's equal to when my spirit is no longer in my body and I travel elsewhere, I cannot see. I can see if they are good enough. I can roughly guess by their gesture what are they doing, but I got no idea whether they wear something or not. I got no clue what clothing are they wearing. So anyway, for your information, if many of you are curious, the answer is no. So if you do see a ghost in a shower, go ahead, have your shower, take your dump, do whatever you have to do. Honestly, they cannot see anything. They can guess what you're doing, but they got no idea what they're doing. So if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook or go to subscribe my YouTube channel or my website, ruowen.com. Till then, next time. Bye.